Since the pandemic began, many people are eating at home more, but the thought of cooking a week's worth of meals can be daunting for lots of people. Here to help ease some of that daunting stress is Lisa Lillien. She's creator of Hungry Girl, and she's here via Zoom to share her top meal prepping tips. Now, Lisa, listen, people hear the words meal prep, and they're like, oh my goodness, I cannot meal prep. You say meal prep isn't as difficult as people think that it is.
Yeah, I think a very sort of antiquated way of looking at meal prep is to think that on Saturday or Sunday you have to stand in front of your stove for hours on end and cook perfect meals and wrap them perfectly and put them away and organize them. And that is certainly not my type of meal prep. For me, it's just all about being prepared for your meals. Mm-hmm. And in my world, it's about finding superstar products that will help you make smart choices that you can have on hand, that can help you throw things together really quickly, like mixing and matching everything.
So what's your first tip?
Okay, for starters, these are just amazing things to have on hand in your kitchen for meal prep. These are whoopie pie pans, and this is a muffin pan. And a lot of people think, well, it's just for whoopie pies or it's just for muffins, but no, you could make amazing portion controlled things like egg bakes and mini meatloaves and things that you can keep and easily freeze. So that'll really help you, and they last for a while in the freezer too.
All right, so multitasking tools are important like that. What else do you have?
I love store-bought items. It used to be you couldn't really find a lot of really healthy, good choices. And I use a lot of carb swaps because I'm a person who loves pasta and carbs, but I tend to swap in veggies instead of those things. And you can buy pre-spiralized, this is made of hearts of palm. So it's super good for you. It's easy to use. It comes in a can. This is pre-riced cauliflower. You can get that in the produce section, or you can get it frozen. Pre-spiralized noodles if you're, not feeling up to using your spiralizer.
Sure.
Even rice substitutes now that are made mostly from vegetables. And again, they're better choices. They're ways to get lots of veggies in. You could save calories and save a ton of time.
Lisa, I just think that a lot of people don't realize all these offerings now. I think that people just don't understand that a lot of these things that they thought were going to be time consuming and or expensive, actually it's so much more available.
Absolutely, and there's no waste, and a lot of times you can just take the serving that you need out of the freezer, keep the rest in the freezer. I mean, there are so many good options. I mean, even pre-made proteins are so readily available. This is beautiful chicken breast, already grilled, already sliced. And there's a lot of, I'm a carnivore, but there are so many plant-based options now that are super simple, delicious, really good for you, like these patties, and these are plant-based meatballs and ground beef, and you can use them in soups and stews, put them on salads. They're just so versatile.
And you talk about being careful, though, because a lot of prepared or frozen foods tend to be higher in sodium, which applies to your last tip, which is seasonings.
Exactly. There are a lot of salt-free seasonings that are out now that add a ton of flavor to your dishes. And I love the prepared pouches that have your seasonings already thrown together, because if you're making Mexican food, maybe you don't know how much cumin and cayenne and chili powder. It just takes the guesswork out of it.
Awesome. Lisa, great tips as always. You look great. I can't wait to have you in studio when the pandemic settles down so we can chop it up together, huh?
Absolutely. You're the best.
All right. Thank you. And you can pick up a copy of the latest issue of Hungry Girl magazine. It's on stands in supermarkets everywhere right now.